All right, guys and gals, to finish with these last two groups, then we are going to work on the e-portfolios, and we also need to prepare for your first group assessment, which is coming up on Tuesday. All right, and it's already less than 6 on Tuesday. So let's do these first. There's one more thing I'd like to remind you about. If you take a look at choreography and physical coherence, this refers to bodies. So when you're looking at physical coherence, you're actually not listening to them, you're looking at them. How do they stand? Where do they stand? How do they present? Okay. How do they transition? Okay. So that's actually what you're looking at. What do they actually look like standing up here? Like this? I don't know. So that's what you're looking at. Look at their bodies, physical, like PE, all right? Physical education, physical coherence. Look at how they're positioned. All right. Let's do it. This group. All you're setting up. How about signposts and linking words? Have you guys done conclusions yet? You guys do conclusion, summary. You guys look at the physical coherence. How are they standing? What do they do with their bodies? I will give you 1 minute warning. You have 5 minutes, and this is going to be good. Ready? Oh, what's your group name, by the way?
Oh. Comfortable.
Comfortable. Okay. Ready? Go comfortable.
Actually, we four can be here and present to all of you. But unfortunately, Apple has a problem. Apple is a self-centered girl. She has a problem with her boyfriend. What is the problem? Because Apple thinks that her boyfriend is not perfect enough, so she decided to break up with him. But actually, she has had ex-boyfriend before, and all of them she thinks is and were not perfect. So, what is the real problem of Apple?
Do you have any idea of the real problem of Apple? Yeah. Let me tell you about that. And we found out that the Apple real problem is not what she thinks. We think that she is self-centered and she don't know there is no one perfectly in the world. And yeah, that is the real problem of Apple.
And moving on to our opinion, if Apple does not change, she will be all alone when she gets old. Because now she may have some attractive points so that she can have many boyfriends. But one day when she gets old and she can't have any boyfriends at all. And so there's a few things she can do.
What do you think? To solve her problem, we have 3 suggestions. First one, we think that she should identify the problem first.
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
Never mind. Which there is no one perfect in the world.
Other than identify problem by herself, secondly, April can talk with other people, such as their parents, their friends, or her ex-boyfriend if they don't mind, because April is their best friend and they will tell her the truth.
Thirdly, she can go to to some professional, maybe a social workers, or some are so-called love professional of the magazines, and they can talk about all two things.
Yeah, finally. If April is really don't like her boyfriend after identifying her viewpoint, I think that April should tell him the truth using some method, example MSN and SMS, to avoid the danger action taken by her boyfriend. In the conclusion, as we all know that we had nothing when born, therefore we need to learn. Everything should be learned if you want to get to think well, like language, mathematics. Getting along with other people is also a topic, a section we have to learn and practice. Because no one is perfect in the world. We should learn how to accept, patient to everyone, including yourself. Not always say you is not my cup of tea, because maybe next time other people will always say you is not my piece of cake. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. That took 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Questions for comfortable?
It's okay. Just say that if you have questions.
Do you have anything, Sim?
Well, I think that I'll reach my anticipation is
Good. I agree.
sometime,
That is something to consider. All right, we're going to get to that when we talk about choreography and physical coherence. That's an excellent point. All right, you guys did a lot of things well with the way you are using your bodies. But again, there are things that, again, you can add to that to make it even clearer what exactly you're doing. But first, let's go to signposts and linking words. What kinds of things did you hear, guys?
second, finally. And at the beginning, she used, luckily and unfortunately, she used the case.
So you were hearing a lot of sequencing and conveying of attitude. Excellent. All right, that's good. You were able to put those two functional groups across. Now, what do you think are two things that they can perhaps do more of or less of? What about you guys? What do you think? Again, they heard a lot of sequencing, right? A lot of showing of attitude. What do you think you guys perhaps incorporate next time? What kinds of signposts should you place more emphasis on?
Something that's so contrast.
All right, sounds good. All right, now again, that's just something, that's just a suggestion. I think you guys, again, did an excellent job. All of you guys so far have been doing a good job using the sequencing. That is something we have down pat. All right? Good. Now let's talk about the choreography and physical coherence. Something that, Sing made a very good point about. Can you describe what exactly they were doing?
Change their position. Actually, in the beginning, I because something new, like a drama. Then a little, there is quality.
What was confusing? Dead air. Right? Alright. I agree. I mean, I thought it was spectacular what you did, Color. You were there at the table, right? You're the only person there at the table. You moved all the way over there. Out of all of the groups so far, you're the only person who moved out of order. And that was excellent. Alright? You were actually using your hand too. All of your arm. Nice job. I was very impressed. I also saw that you stepped forward, Coco. I enjoyed that as well. Alright? You guys were looking at each other too. That was good. Alright? You were looking. Alright? I saw, Connie, you were looking at Color. Color, you were looking at Connie when you interrupted each other. You were looking at each other. Good. Alright? I'm very, very impressed. Okay. Finally, this group over here. Summarizing, concluding strongly. What did you hear? Good. A broader view of a topic. That's a first. Good. What was BJ saying? Like we were born with nothing? What was that all about? What is this? What did he say? Is he just like, try sorry, kind of more water? I thought it was a memorable statement, all right? And I think that was your intent, right? I mean, I thought that was pretty good. You actually had some wisdom to share with us. A broader view of a topic, wisdom, all right? We have to learn to be patient as well, don't we? With our boyfriends and with each other, all right? Getting along with other people. I was very, very impressed. You incorporated different elements into your conclusion. All right? Did you understand their conclusion? What did you understand? You're right. I mean, this is a part of the broader view or scope of a topic. So you were able to understand that aspect, but perhaps they weren't able to understand your memorable statement. Right. So again, that might be something to work on, the articulation. Okay, nice job. Last group, come on up. Which one haven't you done? Okay, that's yours. Which one haven't you done? Summary? That's yours. You guys, signposts and linking words. All right, I'm going to give you 5 minutes, then we're going to rock and roll. I'll give you 1 minute warning. Let's end strongly. Go.
Hi everybody, let me introduce my group name first. And I'm Steve, Hitley, Jessica, and Dexter. Now, let me talk about a case. Hey guys, our friend John, he has a beautiful girlfriend. Unfortunately, he has a big problem with his girlfriend. We are so sad to hear that. Now let me outline what we have discussed. We have found out the reason behind why his girlfriend always angry with him, and what the things that John has loosened. And also, we try to judge this is John's fault or his girlfriend's fault. And lastly, we will give some tips for him to deal with this problem. And after our discussion, we found that there are three main reasons that his girlfriend always angry with him. The first one is a sex relationship between John and his girlfriend. And the second one is the money. Do you know that? The money is the problem that may cause this problem. And lastly is John often forgets the important days of his girlfriend, such as her birthday. Now, let me pass to my groupmate to talk about this.
Thank you, Steve. Now I would like to discuss the reason why John has no money, no confidence, and no free time for himself and his study. Firstly, why he has no money? Because he spends more of his money to buy the present to his girlfriend, such as diamond ring or fashionable clothes. Those are very expensive and luxurious. Second, he is no confident because he and his girlfriend have different education level. His girlfriend is more intelligent than him. When John do a little thing wrongly, he blames him immediately and loudly. Thirdly, John has no free time for himself and his study. John had to spend most of his time to stay with her girlfriend, accommodate with her to go shopping, to buy goods. Also, John has to think a lot of creative method or idea to make her girlfriend happy. Therefore, John has no money and no confidence and no free time for himself and his study now. That's all for my part. Then I will pass to Tini.
Yes. And next, I would like to talk about whether it is the fault related to John or his girlfriend. In this case, you may believe that the fault is related to John. He should not forget the important days of his girlfriend, should not require to massage, and should not do something that his girlfriend not satisfied with. However, is there any fault related to his girlfriend? Definitely. There are several faults related to his girlfriend. First of all, she may be too emotional and easy to get angry. Moreover, she may set the requirement too high that John finds that it is very hard to achieve. And last but not least, she may ignore the importance of maintaining good relationship with her boyfriend. Therefore, we believe that the fault is related to both of them, but not just one of the person. And that's all of my part. I would like to pass the presentation to Nixon. Thank you.
Thank you. And in the conclusion, we will provide some suggestions to John and her girlfriends. And for example, in our group opinions, we should recommend them to sit down and discuss about why the reasons that John and her girlfriends have a poor communications or they have poor relationships. Moreover, we should discuss why John has no money, no confidence, or maybe his poor communication skills or misinterpret himself to her girlfriends. Moreover, we should also we should also recommend them to seek advice from her friends. And at last, we recommend that communication is the key to improve the relationship and resolve the matter, so that by communication we can understand themselves, each other more deeply. And we hope that our suggestion is useful for John and her girlfriend. And this is the end of our presentation.
Okay. You finished that in 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay. Questions for our group. By the way, what is your group's name? Vegetable? Your name. Any questions for vegetable?
They are only talking about 2 weeks, so how about the next one?
Oh.
The first one is what relationship? Money, time, and no further evaluation.
So you were talking, you're right. 3 things, right?
Yeah, but they only elaborate on 2 points.
The question only asks why he's no money and why he's no confident and why he's no free time for himself. And sex relationship is we think that.
Oh, but it's so interesting though, right? Perhaps the most interesting topic. Choose selecting the appropriate topic. Yeah, it's the most attractive topic. We want to hear. We want to know. Give us the tips.
They would want to know the tips.
Yeah, give us the tips, guys. Help me out. Good. That was a good question. Any other questions? Let's talk about the signposts and linking words. What did you hear, guys? Yeah, a lot of them. Yes. Did you hear all of them?
Almost all.
I was very, very impressed because I think all of you combined used all the functional groups. You hit all of them. You used sequencing the most, but you also indicated movement a lot, using also, next, after, moreover. You were able to show attitude, contrast, example. I even heard you talk about result. You used therefore twice. All right, so I was very, very impressed with your collective effort to use so many, such a variety of signposts. Do you think there's any one functional group that they could use more or less of?
Examples.
More examples. All right, even more examples, especially the sex one, right? Lots of examples. Okay. Choreography, physical coherence. What were they doing on stage?
They switch their position and the speaker stand in front. And they have maybe hand gesture, especially the draw my attention.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's one thing that they did well, right? Like this. Now, what's another thing that they did well with their bodies?
They stand very good. No shaking. No. Very expect the speaker.
So they're very, very attentive. Again, they're standing next to each other. I've seen this in all 4 groups. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, like, I had no expectation as to how you would stand. But I was talking with Melody, and if it works for you, I know you guys might feel a little nervous. If it works for you, stay next to each other so you don't feel as nervous. Go ahead and do it. You do what works. Support each other as a team. Nice job. Okay, finally, what did you hear in the summary and conclusion? Memorable statements. Suggestions and tips. Including? Do you remember? Anything else? That was nice, sure. Did you hear the main points again? Main points, solutions, recommendations, memorable statement, nice conclusion. Did you guys understand? Sounds good. Nice job. Team vegetable. Okay. Can I quickly collect these? All right. And then I'm going to photocopy them and then distribute them to the groups. Okay. Like those. Any other? Oh, guys and gals, there's 10 minutes left. Time flies. So, I need to think quickly. Do you want to bother using the computers now, or do you want to try again on Monday, or try it on your own to fix your e-portfolio? We could. Okay, let's vote. All right. So, 3 choices. We can either do it now. Whip out the computers. Let's work on getting your videos online in the correct format on your portfolio. We can try it on Monday. Or we can try it at home. I will be here to support you. Just let me know. All right? Who wants to do it now? Who wants to do it Monday? 2, 4, 6, 8. Who wants to do it this weekend? Well, if you want to do it this weekend, again, you have my MSN, you have my Facebook, get in contact with me, I'll help you out. But what we need to do right now, session 6 is our first assessment. That's Tuesday. All right, we've been together 4 times already. 6th time, Tuesday, first assessment. You guys will have to give a group presentation, 10 to 15 minutes, double the length. However, what is good is the fact that you can think of and present whatever you want. All right? So, what I need you guys to do right now, and then Monday I'll collect, is I need you to outline your presentation. It's the last page of this form. So you can get started on outlining what you're actually going to present. It can be anything. Alright? You can do anything. Now, one thing that you should bear in mind is that I'm going to mark you according to the assessment criteria. So I already gave you a copy of that. Make sure you look at the assessment criteria and somehow incorporate that into your presentation. Okay. Are there any questions? Good. Do you want me to form your groups, Or do you want to form your own groups? Keep these groups? I form groups. Right? Who says, I form the group? Who says, you guys form the groups? Who says, keep these groups? Okay. One of you has to join that group. Alright? Now I'll hand these out. So, I'll collect these on Monday. Okay, this final form. I just need one. Okay, from each group, just your outline. Any other questions? Okay. You will be a welcome addition. The last page is out. Good question. Guys and gals, Tuesday you're presenting. Alright, so I'm just letting you know. Tuesday we're doing this again. If you consider me choosing which group to I think we can learn from each other by watching the other groups. Other visuals, attention grabbers, might not need a PowerPoint. If you want to present a card trick, you might not need to present a PowerPoint, some cards. But is there any way you can make it more interesting? Teacher that I had Thank you. I was thinking, like, you could present a card trick.
Only on unknown.
All of you would have to say something, but you know, if you figure out a way that all of you could somehow present their card trick. Design what you want to do. Just remember that I'm going to mark you according to the marking here. So you can do all of those things. Sing to them. Try to think outside the box. Make it fun, exciting.
都 OK 啊，都 OK 啊，喺上格。因為你講我考咩？
I think in Japanese,
但我隻狗都係呢個。
唔知啦，同埋你去做咩？
then you can like dress up as like long or dress up. When you like the role play,
No, it's still mine. They steal mine.
you can do long play, you can do like you have the drama.
我
30 minute play.
因為分數嘅，唔係啊，你又
你俾咗上呢啲錢就包埋心話加學啫。
Don't steal our idea.
跟住完咗。
Kill my idea. No.
Guys and gals, it's time. All right. Now on Monday, I'm going to get a copy of your outline. On Tuesday, you're going to present. Please. Two more things. The first is remember the marking criteria. That's how I'm going to mark you. 2. Try to think outside the box. Over here, we were talking about 港女 and 獨立, right? Maybe you can present something, have a debate, have a fight, sing, play cards. You can present whatever you want. All right? Be creative. Grab people's attention. Okay? I'm sure we're going to have some really exciting presentations. Any questions? Okay, you guys can go. Nice job today.